Oh yeah!
Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Planet Coaster 2 with Cookie Pirate. We are going into the Viking Park, and we might do some other stuff tonight. I don't know. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Didn't end up doing a whole lot of stuff in the park last night. We did do a decent amount. Yeah. I was planning to stream this game at least for a little bit of time. I don't think I'm going to be on super late. But we'll see. Oh. Seems like a very slight audio bug there. Alright, let me open up my water here, just a sec. Ah, there we go. Clear those out. Man. Ha! Got her! Just that totally dejected look. Ha! Okay. Alright. I don't think, yeah, this transfer platform doesn't need to be here. It's just isolated out in the middle. Cool little piece of scenery. Oh wow, look at the railroad. That line's getting pretty long. Alright, yeah, let me take a look at a couple things here. Another pickpocket, yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Guess when you have like 5,400 people in your park, that's inevitable. Heh. On your way now. Okay. So, this has just about nobody waiting now. There's 2 people. I say we shut it down and get rid of it. It's not a popular ride. People are always complaining it has a long ride time. You don't need to, I won't be offended, but if you want to check out the coaster I made today. Alright, code. Just give me a little bit. We'll look at it. I'm interested to see it. Alright. Yeah, the ride is shut down. Let's go ahead and delete it. We can kind of clean this up. Let me get this person to a staff room. Help him out. Okay, there we go. Get them a little bit of help. Somebody broke a picnic bench. Oh, come on. Who did it? Let's see, can we find the culprit? I don't think it would be any of these people. Somebody in here. Hey, look, people are up here now. Great scenery. Glad he likes it. Oh. She got sick. He got sick. She got sick too. Like, what in the world? Oh, gross. Pavement pizza, that's disgusting. Like, all 4 of them got sick on the same ride or something like that. I guess it's just not telling us who broke the bench. Get somebody to come deal with it. No worries, for some reason I was in a crazy building mood today, yeah. I get in those moods sometimes. Sometimes it's just fun to build stuff. Alright, it's good to see, though, people are properly using this up here now. So I guess whatever problem it had before, we got it taken care of. A vandal caught by security. Ooh. Oh, he broke the trash can right in front of a security guard. That's... That flight through the forest looks cool. I'm gonna check it out. Oh, One Shot Motorsport, what's going on, man? Welcome. Alright, trash can taken care of. We got a fair share of people. Oh yeah, he's the one that busted the trash can, got caught on camera, and did it right in front of a security guard. Not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree. Okay. That's always jam-packed. Brawl McWill, your poster fit in this park as it is, or do I need to go to another sandbox? Size-wise, yes. Themed, maybe not. Well, okay. If it fits in this park, I don't have to go to another sandbox to check it out. So let's see here. Let me get that code real quick. I think... I don't mind y'all making stuff and having me check it out, but I think what I need to do is... I'm going to try to regulate that a little bit, because I know some of the streams recently, there's been a lot of that, and it kind of takes away from me doing stuff in the park. And I don't generally mind that, but a lot of the time, it's become a little bit excessive. And that's not a knock at you by any means. It's not a knock at anybody here, but it's something that I've let a lot of people do, and I enjoy it. But I almost feel like I might need to limit the number of times we do that, unless I have a stream, like, dedicated for that. Because Give me just one sec here. Alright, yeah, we've got that. Let me get Source and Frontier Workshop. That's it right there. So we'll put it right up against there. I think it should fit okay. A showcase night could be a fun stream idea, tips and tricks and critiques of people's creations. I've thought of doing something like that, like a dedicated, like I want people to make stuff, and I'm happy to showcase it. So the Dreams of Fun that was on the front is actually a park I wanted you to check out. Yeah, we might look at that. Usually if you all give me a heads up that there's something that you want me to look at, I'm more inclined, but just in the middle of, you know, doing something, somebody says, hey, go check this out, it becomes it feels like a little bit more of an interruption, and we have that going on a lot. Alright, let's give this a ride. I'm eager to check it out. Oh, it's a drive tire launch. Oh, it's a drop track, too. What is this, a backward launch track? Oh, it's a turntable. Oh, it's got an inversion, too. It's got a second inversion. And a third, okay. Ooh, I like that right there. It's a decently long ride. I had a third trick element, but it was killing the ratings, so I deleted it. Oh, okay. That was pretty cool. I'll tell you what. I don't want to mess with your, oh, that's quite good. What type of coaster is this? It's a, it's not one of these... No. Special. Oh, it is the multi-dimension? Oh, multiverse friction wheel. Oh. Manufacturer. Okay, so it's one of these. I didn't know I'm just gonna slap one of these down. I didn't know the train type. Wait. What? Oh, so it's not that. Okay. Why is that? Is it a tracked ride? No. Why was that not, why was that not showing up? Oh, because we have to go to this. Okay, this here. I had that filter on still. Yeah, that explains it. Okay. Yeah, one of those. That makes sense. I was gonna say I recognized it, but I just couldn't find the track type. I need to build the entrance queue line and exit line to the coaster station. Well, yeah, although the thing is I'm not keeping this here in this location. I actually think this would really fit nicely. But the vegetation I think we would need to swap out to the more kind of taiga forest rather than the temperate tree type, although I really like the way this looks. That was a fun coaster too. That was really nice. I would like to okay, there we go. I would like to see if it's possible to put this somewhere and maybe kind of retheme the trees. That said, or I could save it for another park that we would do with some sort of a different biome. Alright, let me go ahead and check out Coaster Creators Park. JP. Oh, you know what? I didn't save this. So, I mean, the autosave hit, but... yeah, well done. I know not JP, Jimper said that he was... oh. Well, oh, now we can't undo it. You know what, it's fine. Really didn't do anything else earlier. I love the way the music transitions through this. Alright. Alright, let's check this park out quick. The park is not done yet, it's just the beginning, so I haven't made an entrance or anything yet. That's fine. I'll look real quick. I know, Jimpers is making that wooden coaster, but I think that's gonna be it that I look at, and then we'll just kind of focus on. Okay. Like the parking lot, that's a good start. Ideally what you would probably want to do is change some of these. Bring these underground, because I see you have them lined up to be like parking spaces, which is a good idea. Kind of adds a little bit of a, excuse me, like a realism effect to it. Just bring them down to line up on the pavement. And then your buses block a little too much of that there. Should do a stream dedicated to looking at blueprints. That right there is cool. That's a start. I see what you're doing with this here is kind of going to make it almost like a waterfall down into this area, it seems like. That would be really neat. Tropical biome. Tropical is a good one to use. Yeah, this is a good start. I kind of like this coming down here. I'm curious what you would build kind of in this little cavern. Or not cavern, but crater, I guess would be the better term for it. But that's a good start. Keep that up. Takes a lot of work to do all that landscaping and kind of set your layout of the park up early. Alright. Oh, let's go ahead back into here. No entrance, just a parking lot in the entrance plaza. Yeah. No, that's fine. I'd say everybody, you know, has to start that somewhere. So, that's off to a good start. I look forward to seeing what you're going to do with that. Alright, so let's go into here. Now we actually have to clear the scenery out. To delete the ride and just grab the brush. Clear this land back out. But I really like this. That's going to be a lot of fun. World of Minecraft New Dimension, multi-dimension coasters coming to Chessington World of Adventure. Ah! I went a little too far there. Alright. And delete that one random plant. But yeah, Bromik, I like that a lot. I actually would highly consider using that here. And just change out the vegetation. I think the buildings could fit fine. And I do look forward to seeing what Jimpers does to kind of remake the wooden coaster. At some point, we'll redo these railroad tracks, or I'd have to probably go on to the workshop and find. I'm curious. Let's just look real quick. I'm curious if they have railroad crossings. Dale was actually saying that yesterday. Railroad. Animated railroad crossing. Hold on a second. That might be it. Well, they've got that one too. That's pretty cool. Busch Gardens in Tampa actually is a few of those. The crummy thing here is that it goes right through that plaza. That's going to be a lot tougher. With that said... Oh, that's kind of cool. I hope they figure out a way to make crossing signals active to guests to stop and wait for the train to go by. That would actually be really cool. Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna continue walking through it no matter what. That's kind of cool, though. We got that over there. I'd kind of like to rework this area. a little bit. Maybe tie it up around that way, but we've got to find a place that we want to do like pools and water rides and stuff like that. We might end up redoing a bunch of this railroad anyway at some point. Might even route it kind of this way and have it just cut back here. Maybe have it go under the stairs to that. Kind of give it a little bit of a scenic route kind of right along the edge of the map. That could be pretty fun. Queue time 101 minutes? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Railroad station near the bottom of the restaurant would make sense. Yeah, it actually would, because it's pretty isolated. Of course, as we build additional things, that will kind of reduce that feel of isolation, so to speak. Who's trapped? Really? How? How's he trapped again? Okay, there we go. Yeah, maybe like a staff building. Kind of make this an area here. We should do some scenery for this ride. Probably reroute the railroad as well. Again, we've got a good kind of entrance station for this railroad, but I'm thinking maybe we do one up over here. Kind of one maybe back over here somewhere. Potentially over here. But we've got time to figure it out. That ride is so popular, I have a tough time removing it right now, but I really do want to switch this out for the upgraded version that you built. So the placement of this isn't really all that fantastic. I think I actually built this over here before I built this coaster a while back. Now who? These people keep getting stuck. It's kind of a bug. You should add rock work to your Viking theme park, it will look nice. Yeah, maybe some rocks. Kind of in some of the more mountainous areas. Look at the line for this. Last night I said it didn't think my version of Thor's aided versions. It most certainly does. I could have just forgotten. I could have been mixing it up with something else. I likely just didn't remember correctly. Okay. I honestly think we have enough room to do kind of a water area, maybe out over here. We clean some of these trees up over toward the edge. That gives us even more room, and we can kind of rework some of the path. I mean, what do you all think about that? I'm gonna open that up in a poll. Alright, and I'll let you all vote. See what you think. We could definitely fit something over here. I don't know what. I mean, realistically, too, we could move this coaster, although we'd have to redo the terrain. That wasn't really easy. Bro, I'm working on an LSM family launch coaster, and I think it's gonna be a cool ride. I think it has potential. Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Is that flat track? That is... Oh, there's a tiny little hop. Alright, so 2 people have voted yes, 1 person says leave it where it is. Okay. I'll let that go for a little bit more time. Barely made a profit today. Now. Oh no! It's raining. Yeah. So we're gonna have a couple hours of rain, and then it's gonna get nice. Cold. Not really sure I'd want to be at the park when it's 2 Celsius. It's about 36 Fahrenheit. Of course, this is the Taiga map, so the weather by default is cooler, but it actually does seem to rain pretty rarely on this map, and I like that. It's coming along. I don't think we added windows throughout the entire building. We'll probably need to do that, but I'm not really concerned about that at the moment. That's not really a high priority for me. We'll do it at some point. This right here is a coaster I think really needs to be reworked a bit. It's super popular. But the station doesn't fit right. The second half of the ride is a really, really wonky layout. Oh, weird. How did that happen? Alright, let's, yeah, there. Oh! There we go. Available and willing if you're asking. Go for it. Go for it. Alright, gonna go ahead and end the poll here. Yeah, so... yeah, it looks like more people voted to move it. I think it makes more sense, although we could easily expand out this way, but I think it just makes more sense to try to tie all of that together. Hey, Jimpers, welcome again. Rain's gonna get pretty crummy in the next 40 minutes or so. This park entrance needs to be cleaned up. That's going to be a pretty big undertaking with as busy as it is. And I haven't really decided exactly how I want to do that. We might move the entrance. Then we have the second entrance. Try to get people up on this ride. And would I be interested in looking at the Woody that I made? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Is it going to fit in this park? Or I could also ask, do you... would that be something you would want to replace this with? Or just kind of for future use? Yes, Bromik, that's the one. It probably won't fit in the park. Alright, let me go ahead and save. And I'll pull the sandbox up. I'm thinking too, just from a perspective of like park layout and stuff like that, I'm wondering if it might make sense to move the RMC away from the Woody that we have. Go on ahead in here. Go ahead, give me the code. It's lacking a dark ride. Yeah, I haven't really done any dark rides before, so... okay. Yeah, I don't see it on here yet. So yeah, just whenever you're ready for the share code, let me know. Loco Lobo. I've actually seen where some YouTubers have redone some of these default coaster blueprints, and a lot of them actually look pretty good at first glance. I mean, there are some that just don't make any sense. But a lot of them, I think, are decent rides and probably just need a little bit of kind of smoothing or a little bit of rework some of the elements or something like that. So that actually could be fun to do at some point. I'm getting the hiccups again. Loco Lobo is probably the best frontier blueprint in the game. Is it really? I'm gonna check it out. This has a weird, like, outer banked turn and then an inner bank and kind of goes back and forth, but that's pretty cool. Reese, what's going on, man? Welcome. Doing okay. How about you? Alright, Jimpers, I'll get that in just a moment. Hello, Megana Swallow again. Welcome. That's a good death roll. Front bumper POV for the Woody. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually not a bad RMC. At all. It's got a good layout. It is on the smaller side. Alright, let me get that blueprint for the Woody real quick. Oh, that's it right there. Okay. Yeah, we'll get back to that in a bit here. I really didn't end up doing much the last couple days. Oh, that's massive. Huh. Alright, here we go. Ooh, nice. Very cool. That's solid. So when you look at the coaster from kind of more or less a bird's eye view, it looks like an out and back with a... not quite out and back, because, I mean, it does deviate from that kind of out over here. But that looks pretty out and back. I don't know, until you get to that, then it takes definitely a little bit more of a, kind of a twister layout in the second half. But the POV really did not make it feel like an out and back, and that's a good thing. Because most, with the exception of the first two, or no, okay, the second and third, I should say, airtime hills here. Other than that, it twists a lot, it curves a lot, and it doesn't follow a true kind of out and back layout. And I think that's exciting. It actually makes really good use of the curves and airtime moments, or the positive G valleys. I like that 0G roll right there. And then you've got two nice overbanked curves. Pop of airtime, another pop of airtime. Then you have the helix and another pop of airtime. And then one final little bit of airtime until you come into the final brakes. I really like that a lot. That was a really fun coaster. Well, look at the stats here. 68 miles an hour. 153. Really good G-forces. Those all look right where they should be. And one of my favorite things about this is that the ride has excellent pacing. There's no moments where it really loses its speed. Tried adding a corkscrew to differentiate it from other Woodies. Oh, that is more of a corkscrew. It really felt smooth, almost like a just kind of a offset 0G roll. I guess because the approach into it is really drawn out. Definitely is a little bit more of a corkscrew look coming out of it, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, that definitely does make it unique. I like this a lot. That is a really cool Woody. Very well done. And then if we just look at that, it's consistent. Why does it taper off here? That shouldn't. Oh, that's why, because the fear spikes right there. Wow. that fear goes up so much that it actually brings the excitement down. So, I don't think it was that bad. Yeah, if you turn the track supports off on the corkscrew, you'd be able to see it better. No, yeah, just looking at it this way, it definitely does make more sense. Oh, and then, yeah, the nausea spikes. That's probably why it offsets the excitement there so much. I don't think it's bad. Laterals are fine. The verticals are not bad. I don't know, maybe it just catches people off guard. I really like that, though. I think a more purist version of the ride would be to scrap the inversion and kind of just make another kind of airtime hill that kind of cuts back. Would probably change the EFN. But in terms of a ride perspective, I actually like the corkscrew. I don't think it's fair that it lowers the excitement there. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be frightening, but I don't think it should be that profound to where the fear goes up and the nausea goes up so much that it tanks the excitement right there. That's not fair. But yeah, I really like that. So, great job. Alright, jump out of that there. I love planes, man. What's going on? Popping in to say hi, can't stay, but have a good night. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. You missed my flight sim stream last night. I decided not to do one tonight, but we'll probably do flight sim tomorrow. I don't foresee that not happening. So if you can make it, great. If not, no worries. But yeah, I appreciate you jumping in again. So alright, please bring back the People Mover in Tomorrowland at Disneyland. If you don't back the People Mover, Daddy Josh, then people will be very angry about it. Not sure what you're getting at there. Alright, back to here. We've got the rain. It's gonna be a monsoon pretty soon. I don't think I'm gonna be on too much longer. I'm getting kinda tired. It's been a pretty lengthy day. Hey, people. Yes, typical PC2 bug. People get stuck between the chairs. Come on. On your way. There you go. Guests are getting their park entry refunded because they're getting bored and leaving early? Well, that's dumb. What happened here? What? Okay. I'm thinking probably... I'm gonna say another 20-30 minutes. That's gonna be it for me tonight. I hate to make it a short stream, but it's been a long day and I'm kind of worn out. Just need to relax a bit. I'd like to maybe add something back over this way to give people something to do. Could go in. JP made that synchronized flat ride. We could do that. Give him something to do over here. We'll need to add a power facility. Alright, what I don't want to do is that entrance queue, so I think maybe we'll move that over here. This again. Not sure why the path foundations are defaulting off. Oh, wow. Okay, that's the first time I've had that happen in a couple months. The game just all of a sudden decided it wanted to crash. Man,
Oh yeah!
come on. Alright, let's go back in. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know why it did that. Alright. Alright, so we had the ride, but we've got to redo the station position. Or the entrance, I should say. Wait, let's just get that. Path foundation on. Railings don't need to be on right here. Match that up. Alright. Now let me go through and just remove. Turn that up to clear this.
Very reality.
Yeah, that's a little awkward. It merges out into that there, but for now that's fine. We may relocate this. I do want to change the color of this here. I would say if we can try to match the colors of this windmill for the frame, then maybe we could... I'm thinking it's going to be a combination of like this dark wood brown. Kinda... Yeah, almost like that. Try to get that wood color. And then maybe some shade of, like medium gray. What is frame area for? It might be hidden by the windmill. think it is. Or you know what we could do for 3 is change it to match the kind of the crimson color. Yeah, let's actually do that. Kind of like that there. And then we can change the color of the carriage. That's easy. Let's go with the wood color between the seats. Alright, so that changes the actual frame of the seats. These are the seats themselves. We can go with a lighter blue. I like the Argentinian blue. And then for the restraints, we could do something like that. Maybe even make them a little bit darker. Ah, that's good enough there. And kind of in tribute to the fact that it's got one of those windmills on it. Windmill twister. And let's reverse it for fun for the end there. Give it a test run. We'll need to add a power facility here. Yeah, okay. So it's just out of range a little bit there. Let's bring it underground so it's hidden. Tied right there, and we're good. Here comes the absolute monsoon. Oh, the windmill rotates. Ah, okay. That's actually neat. Who's my favorite Formula 1 racing driver of all time? I actually don't really follow Formula 1, believe it or not. I don't really follow any racing. Okay, let's add a little bit of scenery over here. So I'm thinking if we go into blueprints and let's go to the Viking theme. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That actually matches this area nicely. We could just kind of set that back here. And then we have the option of... no, that doesn't have... I'm thinking things... kind of with the windmill, kind of suit the theming of that there. And then we could add... it's Mediterranean. Taiga large, Taiga small, okay. Maybe let's give that a shot. Maybe turn the brush size down a little bit and align the surface on. You're gonna work on the nebula. Okay. Let's turn the size down just a little bit more. Avoid paths off, and we'll just click to make sure they don't... yeah, see, there's a little bit of overhang right there. Gonna give it a little bit of ground cover back here. Just kind of spruce that up. We can add some larger trees back behind it. Turn that brush size down a little bit. We can put some larger trees. Kind of back there like that looks kind of nice, and then you have the backdrop of the RMC. The other thing we don't really have over here, we don't have any restrooms over kind of in this area. I mean, they have the one up here at the restaurant, but that's a long way for people to go. So maybe we could do... add a restroom to that. You know what, too? Let's do a staff facility, because they have a long walk to get all the way over there, or way back that way. So there's really nothing over in this area for people who need a staff. So we'll do a medium-sized one. Maybe kind of right over here. And let's go in and add those. So we're going to go custom staff facility medium. Add. Make sure it's at ground level. That's perfect. It just needs power. We'll add a power facility. And then over in this one, let's grab a restroom. Oh, no. Done editing that, so we actually have to close out and go back in. Add. Perfect. Let's do a single stamp. No, hold on. Should just do a regular line. That works. Not perfect. Good enough. And then that... Hang on just a second. Is that... That is connected. And then we just need to add another power facility. That's... Let me actually... The question is it going to let me click on this one? Down here with all of the trees and... Yes, alright. Let's just move it. I want to make sure that we keep coverage to the ride and that staff room. Perfect, just like that. There we go. Alright. Alright, this is finished testing. We'll go ahead and open it here. This rain is going to stop in a few minutes. Look at this. Interestingly, the park rating has not dropped, and the guest count is not down much. It's really weird in that tropical park when we get the rainstorms and stuff like that. It just seems like it was tanking the guest count and the park rating, oddly, and it's not doing that here. Ooh, look at that. People are flocking over here to buy umbrellas. That's a lot of congestion on some of this path over here. Ultimately, when it comes time to move these, as people have voted, what we're going to do is take these, we're going to move them probably over here. And I'll clean some of the trees up. In fact, you know what? We can actually start doing a little groundwork for that. Just clear a few of those out. Kind of like that there. We'll probably reroute this plaza to go this way. Maybe even make this a little larger. Kind of tie that kind of restaurant route. In hindsight, if I'd made this area larger, you could actually do like a gift shop and branch the restaurant out this way. Here's the updated Nordic launch if you want to check it out. Yeah, I'll look at it real quick. And then it's going to be pretty much time for me to jump off. But since that was a ride I asked, I do want to see it. Come on. If my game froze again, I'm gonna be... There it goes. I was gonna say, I'm gonna be really upset if it crashes a second time or freezes and I lose what I did. Alright, let's give this a go. Oh, it's close to the original. Might make something like that work. Let's just place it out of the way for now. Just elevate it slightly for the moment. I do want to check this out. Test, and I'm gonna get... let's go seat 2. Probably gonna rename it. This was the second coaster I placed in the park. And... the name is lacking. Whoa, oh, that inclined loop is a little bit of a head chopper there. Alright, let's see. Wait a second. Oh, it's got... It does. Or no, hold on. This is kind of just an overbanked... Is this an overbanked turn or one of those 80-degree incline? No, it looks steeper than that. Yeah, I really like the additional kind of profiling of some twists and turns there. I did notice this kind of gets a little bit crooked. I don't remember if mine had that or if it came that way just based on how you placed the elements here. But the addition of these helices is pretty cool. And then this kinda... I don't know exactly what to call this element here, but I really like the profiling of that. So this is nicely done. I still have the issue with that station being too short. So I'd have to figure out a way to get that to work, get it to line up. If you can straighten it out, go ahead. It drove me crazy. Yeah, I'll have to look at that, how to do that. But that's cool. I like the layout of this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull that here. Added a support for your ride camera. I did see that. That's really neat. I would definitely implement that. It would probably come down to me shutting down the existing one, redoing the path through this, because I had to build it under kind of down and then up to clear the track when I built this ride the way that I did. So I think that would just be a little bit of custom terrain work. I would try to redo the station entirely. And I think what that would actually entail is just maybe trying to separate a few of these pieces and adding kind of one more layer within, if that... Or not one more layer, but one more row, if that makes sense. I'm gonna have to play around with that off stream. Alright, yeah, the park is starting to thin out a little bit, but the weather's getting better. So, but yeah, I really like that improved layout. Just this drove me crazy, a very awkward end. My only concern, let me actually pull the blueprint back up and stack it, so to speak. No, it does not. I was gonna say, I was wondering if it might affect any of the terrain. We'd have to probably remove a few trees down there. But no, overall this fits very closely in the original layout. That would not require a lot of work to change that out. I would say what I think the updated version needs is just kind of a little bit of smoothing out in some of the turns. There was one point where it starts to turn with almost no banking, and then it banks kind of in the turn. I don't think it needs a whole lot of work. That's close. I could see that as a very viable replacement. It almost actually fits. Well, it looks like you actually didn't touch the first vertical loop and the overbanked curve there, so that actually, I can see that goes together seamlessly. And then you've got the brakes and the drop into the second launch in the inclined loop, where the track would need just a minor amount of straightening out. But that's good. I like that. I think just the station needs some rework and maybe a little bit of pathing, rerouting. That's very doable. So, very nice. I appreciate you reworking that. This looks good back here. Actually, I think we could add a few more. Add a few more trees. Kind of clean that up. These additional facilities should help, though. I'll let you. I may straighten and tweak. If I do, I'll let you know if you're playing PC2 tomorrow. I'm not going to prioritize playing it tomorrow, but I think, given the amount of time that I'll have, I'll try to make that work. I definitely want to do Flight Sim tomorrow for a bit, and I would like to get back to this. So we'll see what we can come up with, but I'm getting kind of tired, so I think I'm going to jump off, get a few things done. Probably won't be up too late tonight. I thought I would be, but I'm tired. It was a long day. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And ladies, if we have any watching, guys. You're back. I also have a dueling coaster I'll have for you tomorrow. That sounds good. I've been thinking about doing a dueling coaster. I've attempted it, and it never came out the way that I wanted to. So I look forward to seeing that. It's going to be really neat. Have a good night. You too, man. Thanks so much. Great job with that again. And Jimpers, great job with your wooden coaster too. So I look forward to seeing that stuff tomorrow. Or Monday if I don't get to PC2 tomorrow night. But I do think I'm going to try. And before I go, let's kick a vandal out of the park. Who did it? Well, we've got a rock star janitor coming over. Who did it? Oh, she's too happy. Can't they fix these vandalized things? I don't think he did it, but that's an interesting... Well, who knows? They might catch whoever did it, but alright, I guess we're not actually kicking somebody out. So, have an RMC for me tomorrow. Alright, man, y'all are loading me up with rides to watch. That's fine. I'll plan on that, because you three have spoken up today. So, next time we do this, we will check those out. Alright, folks, but that is going to end it for me tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Great work, all the stuff that you all did. Again. Oh, it's just a repeat. That's a bug. Alright. Real quick save. And that's going to do it. Alright, we'll see you all tomorrow. Appreciate it again, and as always, take care, stay safe. We'll see ya.